This reading is for Virgo. This is what negative dark energies may be around you during the Venus retrograde period. You guys, please don't forget to go watch the Libra Saturn karma video, which I shot months ago. It's very relevant now. It's for all signs. I think some people just thought it was for Libra. It wasn't. And also watch your soul energy message, Virgo. This is for Virgo sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus, and for the Virgo element. We're looking at the negative energies which may be impacting or affecting the Virgo right now. Their negative energy that's during this retrograde. Last time, guys, we have, it's odd because somebody got this card, doesn't come up a lot. This is the second time it came up. This is the Pied Piper. This is the Pied Piper of Ham. This is the guy that stole all the kids away. He used magic. He used his flute to get these rats away from this village in Ham, Germany. And then the people refused to pay them. So who's worse? They were both wrong, but he was more wrong because he sold their kids away. And we have no idea what he did with them. It's supposed to be a true story. It's also supposed to be a fable, a lesson. These fables were always lessons. So we're talking about the Virgo learning lessons around people they can trust. With this being a negative energy or dark energy potentially surrounding the Virgo, we're talking about them falling victim potentially to believing in someone who tricks them, who they can't trust but they thought they could trust. This can also be the Virgo playing themselves in a way because they think that they can get away with something that they shouldn't be trying to get away with. They think they can game a situation, or they think they can get over on someone. This is a dark energy right now around Virgo that they have to be careful for during this Venus retrograde period. This is Mercury-Pluto type energy. This is the Piper. This is falling victim to a type of fancy. The kids are innocent. We're talking about our innocent Virgos. You have to be smart. You have to keep your eyes open, Virgo, please, during this period. Especially for someone who might be coming in offering love or affection or even gifts or help. I'll help you. You know, watch out for this. What do you want from me? Nobody gets anything for free. I'm not that stupid. I'm not also trying to gain things, Virgo. He's going to give me this or she's going to give me this for free. Always cost you something. What's it going to cost me? No, I don't want that. I don't need that. I'll be okay. Virgo. How you can bridge that energy? What's your key? We have the Queen of Wands. What we just said. All what just came through. Being self-reliant. Relying on yourself. Relying on your own intelligence in a way. And relying on the lessons that you know are already there. Nothing's for free, Virgo. Very rarely. In some cases, love is for free. Should be, but not always. Typically, there's always some kind of a contract, and we're dealing with that Venusian energy retrograde, especially with it heading around Libra and Libra going around in Scorpio as well here. So this is about knowing what you're dealing with, being clear about what you're dealing with, being clear about what contractual terms are, not letting anybody make any false promises to you that you know that they can't keep, not accepting anything that you know that you shouldn't accept because it looks exciting or nice, or it's going to solve all your problems. This is being self-reliant in a way. Or also agreeing if someone wants to give you something, to pay it back, to give it back. Setting the intention there. Hey, okay, yeah, I'll take that help, but how can I help you out later? Are they terms that you want to agree with? Are they terms that you can agree with? Are you compromising yourself, Virgo? These are all the things coming out here. I'm not trying to judge. I'm just telling you what's coming out in the cards. Let's see what your clear-seeing event, your clairvoyant event is, your revelation event for this period for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus and the Virgo element. What is their revelation event that will come during the Venus retrograde? This is the Four of Love and Money reading, Venus retrograde, guys. You can go look at those soul energy readings as well, which may be very helpful So what's the revelation event for Virgo? We have the High Priestess. We just have this as well for Leo, oddly enough. This is the oddest thing. I feel like for the revelation event for Virgo is that they will have very little to go on in the way of, it's like they're trying to talk to themselves and trying to understand what they should do and what they need to do or who they can trust, but they're not getting anything. They're just drawing a blank. And we even have the High Priestess here. So I feel like information is being, in fact, withheld from the Virgo to see if they're going to rely on their intelligence and lessons from the past. Things like fables, even, guys, I got it. Even things like nursery rhymes or nursery tales or Grimm's fairy tales or the Brothers Grimm, things like this. Hans Christian Andersen, all those little childhood stories had lessons in them. Life lessons. Even the Bible, of course, has lessons in it. And it's almost like the Virgo will be forced to pull from lessons, even from their childhood or these type of fables or nursery rhymes or something for their life right now, because it's like they're not getting the intuition they need. It's almost the difference also between right and wrong. Knowing the difference between what's right and wrong for Virgo right now will also help them. You know, we're talking about karma as well. Knowing the difference between right and wrong. Even something that looks so interesting. Knowing, okay, hey, that's not right for me to do that. That's not right for me to deal with that or take that. This is a huge, huge revelation event for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus right now during the Venus retrograde, guys. We're going to take that. We're not going to take that. We're going to pull another one. We have the Five of Cups. This feels to me not wanting to take the hard path or the hard road, wanting things easy, wanting an easy solution. Yeah. And it won't bring you anywhere. Somehow the Virgo knows that they're going to have to put a little time and energy into this, and they don't really want to. I feel like they want things easy, and this will be a weak spot for them because people can take advantage of this. So how you can bridge the energy right now, one more time. We have the Ace of Swords. This is about knowing the difference between right and wrong, knowing your limits as well. You know these things. Let what you know by instinct, it will be there, but it seems to be that it was suppressed. So rely on logic, rely on intelligence, rely on lessons learned, rely on lessons from your past. The Virgo keeps getting this same message energetically throughout the year. You know the difference between right or wrong. Also dealing with people. Who's in your crew? Do they know the difference between right and wrong? You have people around you also doing kind of sketchy, underhanded stuff. You don't want to deal with people like that right now. It's not going to bring you anywhere. It's also the company you keep. Be strong, be independent with this Queen of Wands here. So the overall karmic message for Virgo during the Venus retrograde. Again, don't forget to go look at those solar energy readings. I'll leave the link below. We have the Six of Swords. This is moving away from people who you know are not good for you. This is a process. You're going through it. Feeling a loyalty to certain people who you probably shouldn't feel a loyalty to, and breaking away from this. Breaking away from this type of attachment is your karmic energy message right now during the Venus retrograde. Moving away from relationships you know which are not healthy. Behaviors also which you know which are not healthy for you. We're not going to take that. It was the Seven of Pentacles. But again, you know, you've already been there. You've already learned the lessons. You know, with the Seven of Pentacles that just flipped, you know what has worked and what hasn't. You've already made those assessments. And now with the Six of Swords, you have to react. With this Ace of Swords, you have to react now because you know what you need to do. You know where to go from here. You may be reluctant about it. That Five of Cups. But you know what you got to do, Virgo. You know where this is going. So finally, how can you bridge the energy? This seven, did you guys saw that? I told you the Seven of Pentacles flipped, and now it just flipped in again. It just flipped in again. So, okay, we put it out, but we already talked about it. What do you need to do? You need to make further assessments. You can assess it all day long, up and down, back and forth, north, south, east, west, from the East Coast to the West Coast. You know what you need to do, Virgo. Now it's a matter of doing it, acting on it. Getting people out of your life who you know don't need to be there. Something about that there, to be specific. Everybody is going to be a little bit different. We have the Three of Wands. Getting people who out of your life who you know are not good for your future direction. It's also about shedding some people. I think Virgo had this before. This next phase of your life where you're going, Virgo, it's like you have to go through this process. Not everybody can come with you. I think we talked about shady characters. Not everybody's going to be able to make this transition into this new phase of your life, and I feel like you have to start to make those cuts right now. We're going to go ahead and leave it there. That was for Virgo. You guys don't forget to like the video if you liked it. If you didn't, then okay, do what you got to do. Hope I see you back here again soon. Be strong during the Virgo, during the Venus retrograde, and I'll see you guys Virgo again soon. Bye bye.